Hello. Now, continuing on with our probability distribution, our normal probability distribution, I'm going to give you a slightly more exam type question. So in a factory, the mean mass of a box is 200 kilograms with a standard deviation of 20 kilograms. If a box is picked at random, what is the probability that its mass is less than 215 kilograms? Now, technically in a question they should mention that you can assume that there is a normal distribution. I don't think they've been terribly consistent in that, so I haven't included it in the question. If they give you a mean and a standard deviation, you can assume that it's a normal distribution. It's the only kind of distribution you have to do maths with. So we can just continue under the assumption that it's a normal distribution, and we can open up page 36 and 37 in our log tables. But let's translate what we've got into maths before we do anything else. I'm told I have a mean mass for a box of, or an average mass for a box of 200 kilograms. So let's write that down. Mu is our word for mean. That's the word we use most often for mean. We know that x bar is often used for mean as well, and in the next chapter we'll look at the distinction between the two terms, but for now both mean. Now the standard deviation is 20 kilograms. I know how to write that. It's my 0 with a hat on it. It's 20 kilograms. And I have a particular value, and I know at this stage that x is the term for my particular value, and my particular value is 215 kg. And what am I actually asked for in the question? Can I translate that into maths? I'm looking for a probability of x being less than or equal to 215. That's what I'm looking for. Now, I don't have probability tables for this particular factory's boxes. I have a standard bunch of tables that I'm able to refer to. So what am I going to do? I'm going to turn this x value into a z-score in the way that we know how to do, using our formula over here. And then I'm going to go to my tables and find what my probability is. So let's do that first. I need to turn this into a z-score, and I'm going to write down the formula. Sorry, should put an equal sign there. Question mark, I should say. So z is equal to x minus mu all over sigma. 215 minus 200 all over 20 is equal to 0.75. When I put in my calculator. So I'm looking for, then my question becomes the probability of z being less than or equal to 0.75. And this is fairly straightforward. I draw my little picture to keep track of, but I can see that it's not going to be too much of a problem because this is a positive z-score and I'm looking for a less than. So I'm looking for less than. Z is 0.75. So I go to my log tables and I read that off. Z is going Z of 0.7 across to 5. So I get 0.7734. 0.7734. Now what does that mean? It means that the probability of picking up a box and its mass being less than or equal to 215 kilograms is about 77%. So I'm 77% of the time, roughly, going to pick up a box and it's going to be less than or equal to 215 kilograms in mass. constantly when you're doing these questions, if they give you a story, try and tell yourself that story, because where this is finally going in terms of exam style questions will require you to be able to explain the practical meaning of these maths. So take the opportunity as you're doing them now to explain to yourself and write down what it is that these things mean. So there's a 77% chance that if I pick up a box, it's going to be less than 215 kilograms in mass. And that is what we need to be able to do for now.